Tonight here in the movie library, we're looking at 3 films from Sony. One is Resident Evil Death Island, a brand new animated Resident Evil film, along with Love Again, a remake of a German film, as well as Knights of the Zodiac, which I knew better in my childhood days as Saint Seiya. And we're going to talk about the movies, the films themselves, and we'll look at the extras, the quality of the picture and the audio. Let's get to it. Saint Seiya, or better known as Knights of the Zodiac, is a very interesting little film. It is done by Bagniski. I hope I got the name right, the director, from a screenplay by Joseph Campbell. Now, the original is Saint Seiya. Saint Seiya is manga done by Massimo Kurumada, and the anime I kind of grew up with. We get a good cast here with Famke Janssen, with Mark Dacascos, Nick Stahl, Sean Bean, and some newer comers here. But I actually have to admit I was a little bit underwhelmed with the film itself. Knights of the Zodiac does a good job for what it can do, but this is not a Marvel production. What I will say, though, is Sony brings their A+ game to both the picture and the audio, because both of those are absolutely stunningly fantastic. I do want to mention the special features as well. I wish there had been a bit more. We get a 3-minute on the set with the stunt team, which is actually pretty interesting. I did like that. So then we go over like pretty much a 5-minute collection, like just videos from some of the actors talking about the characters. So we have like Seiya, of course, Gerard, Alman, Sienna, and Nero. You get around an 8-minute look into like unused sequences, alternate openings. You know, we do an extended trading scene on there as well. There's an animatic that runs around a minute long. We get some concept art gallery as well, and a 4-minute test run of basically the Octagon Showdown, which is kind of one of the more fun aspects of the film. There's trailers on here as well. One from Resident Evil Infinite Darkness. We get one from Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, one I was hoping to actually review on here, but maybe we'll get to that one in the future, and a couple others, including I think Bullet Train and one other trailer that I will apologize that I don't remember right now. Overall, Knights of the Zodiac is a fun little low-budget film. Go in with your expectations definitely tempered, but if you do like this film, this is amazing presentation for it. It has a fantastic, absolutely fantastic look to the film. The Blu-ray quality is stunning. It's a 1080p, but it is a really good 1080p. We get a 5.1 DTS audio track, and it is a very nice, very full audio track. Sounds fantastic. So if you're a fan of this film, this is a great presentation. Sony really brings it. Jill Valentine returns in this 2023 new computer animated Resident Evil film, Resident Evil Death Island. And there's not a lot I can really say that you probably don't know from these films already. We do get some nice special features here with Jill Valentine's return, runs around 13 minutes long, and basically talk about the character of Jill Valentine. We get Genesis of Death Island, where they talk about the characters, the legacy. We have Designing Death Island, which was around 7 minutes long. We have a motion capture set tour that goes 6 minutes, Voicing Death Island, which goes another 6 minutes, a Birth of Death Island, which is another 6-minute short featurette, and we get an art gallery and some Sony previews as well. When it comes to the audio and visual quality, well, it's Sony. We kind of know what we're going to get, and what we're going to get is going to be incredible. So if you're collecting this series of films, then you're going to have a lot of fun with this one. The presentation is absolutely fantastic, as is the audio. So if you enjoyed Death Island, this is the best presentation. Unless they ever put out a 4K, then this is the best way to see it. And I don't really know if you would actually need a 4K. Sony just kills it with their Blu-rays. But if there's a 4K out there, this is one, I'm not going to lie, I might upgrade. Love Again is my favorite out of these three releases, and I didn't know where I was going to say that, but I have to be honest, it really, really is. It is a remake of a 2016 film. It stars Priyanka Chopra and Sam Hogan. I hope I got that name correct, as well as Celine Dion. She's in it playing like a fictionalized version of herself, and we get some new Celine Dion songs in here as well. It's about a woman whose husband is killed, and she starts like texting messages as a way of like to his old cell phone, as a way of to, I guess, to heal. But the cell phone number's been given to somebody else, and it starts off this extremely fantastic romantic love story. Again, when it comes to the sound and the video, Sony knocks it out of the park. The sound and video is fantastic on this release. It has been on all three of these films. It's something that you kind of expect right now. When it comes to the features, we get a special featurette called Finding Love Again. It's around 9 minutes long. We get 6 deleted scenes with some bonus footage. And we get some previews as well, where the crawdads sing I Want to Dance, somebody, No Hard Feelings. So a few different like trailers on here. Not a lot of features, but I really enjoyed this film a lot more than I thought I was going to. And the presentation on all three of these films is absolutely stunningly fantastic. So my overall thoughts on all three of these films basically is Love Again is getting the top ranking on these here. I did have a lot of fun with Resident Evil Death Island. I'm a fan of the Resident Evil series. I'm not sure how well it's going to play for people that don't know Resident Evil that well. Now, Knights of the Zodiac is probably my least favorite of the three. However, I did enjoy it for what it was. Going in as a Saint Seiya fan, it is a little bit hard to get past the fact that this is such an epic story and an epic tale. How exactly do you do this? And it was kind of like lower budgeted than some stuff than you get. But if you go in with tempered expectations and just go in to have a fun time with that, I think there's a lot of fun that can be had with Knights of the Zodiac. If I was to rank them score wise, I would give Knights of the Zodiac a 3. I'm going to give Resident Evil Death Island about a 3.25, and I'm going to give Love Again a surprisingly shocking 4.5 out of 5, which I did not expect to do, but they were fantastic. I want to thank Sony for sending me over the copies of these three releases, and I look forward to hopefully doing some more reviews for you, and kind of as I get in 2 or 3 at a time, I want to pack them in together so that we can actually look into different types of films. We got a live action manga. We got a computer animated horror film, and we got a love story. And you never know, because it's always going to be the film that surprises you. Love Again is a winner.